Hello guys, recently reached this level of this boss right here. Is the level 4. Is the extreme level of difficulty about this battle right here, So this is going to be a guide video for you that I using Aura teams for this boss right here, okay? And not just that, if you use Astaion, because guess what? We were thinking that you couldn't be able to use Astaion on this battle right here. After that, you could be able to reach on this level. The boss reached this level here. That is very hard to fight against, okay? I had many difficulties, okay? Many difficulties. But before I explain everything that happened right here, and for me show to you what I did for be able to reach a very good amount of damage right here, guys, this video is sponsored by Exit Lag. If you heard about Exit Lag, actually I talk about Exit Lag many times. So Exit Lag is an applicative that you can use in your phone, okay? So this is the applicative right here. The good point about this applicative is because it reduces any lag about any game that you're going to play in your mobile phone, okay? And if you're using my link, guys, you are going to have a very good amount of discount. You talk about 50% right there. Plus, I have my code that's exactly the name of my channel right here, Sky Aesthetics. So use that code in the coupon, okay, to get the benefits. Guys, Exit Lag is really good. I use my phone right here, and it helps me to have a very good performance in terms of my phone, and even to not have excess of the battery expenses. Let's say if you use too many your battery there, to your battery not too worn out, okay? So it's possible you have your battery working your phone for more time, during one day to another day. That's exactly what's happening here with me. After that, I start to use the Exit Lag. So what you can do, you can try at least for free for 3 days, and then you take a decision right there. But the good point, guys, because it's not expensive, all right? I'm going to bring here specific information for you about Exit Lag. Let me enter right here, just 1 second. Because this is very good for improve your gaming experience. All right, so look at this. Look at this here. So annually, like you see there, you're gonna pay per month €5 can be $5. It's not a big amount, okay? But you have a discount here if you use my link. So you're gonna pay actually nothing for the year, because you have a very good amount of discount. So this is Exit Lag, so this is the company that's sponsored here on my channel, okay? So at least you try on there. I'm gonna leave the information or everything that you need to know about Exit Lag on the comments of this video, even the description of this video. All right, so guys, this video also have a partnership with BUFFBUFF. Well, why is good to talk about BUFFBUFF right here? Because if you get out from here, guys, you have what? You have this amazing banner for this amazing hero right here, that's Super Themis. Okay, actually I got her twice. I even brought a video here on my channel about this hero, okay? Guys, she's really good. She is going to be very useful in Continental Challenge, probably maybe the Other World Exploration. Let's see how it's going to be. But I noticed that she's awesome in Match Chess, if you like to play that feature, okay? But she is very helpful, and she does a good amount of damage there. And then even speed runs, many people are using her, but I can give you one tips, okay? And not just about her. If you go to get Super Themis, like, just make sure that's possible to get that guy there in the back. That is late. That is this guy here. If you get him, good for you as well, because both work well together. Alright, so this is my recommendation about this banner right here. But why I'm talking about this banner? Because, guys, if you go to spend any money here in the game, if you'd like to buy more dice, to try your luck here in terms of this summon, So using my link right there, you're gonna have a very good amount of discount. Then you're gonna be able to get any pack in BUFFBUFF. All the packs available in the game is there in BUFFBUFF, but you're gonna be saving money. Okay, that's the thing right here. Okay. Alright, so this is one of the things that I have to talk here. And do not forget, guys, do not forget, I'm a creator here for Dragonheir, and every single month if you come here on store, you can support any creator that you'd like to support. If it's possible, support me here, I'm going to really appreciate. You see there, you can support me here. You just need to use my name in there, Sky Aesthetics in caps. Support me here every single month. I'm going to really appreciate your support, alright? Okay, guys, so back here again. So let's talk about Temporal Vortex right here. And the main hero about this building, guys, is Astaion. Yeah. Guys, I thought, this is my opinion, okay? My totally opinion here. I thought that you couldn't be able to use Astaion on this level of the boss. But guess what? We can actually, because you have very good artifacts that helps you to sustain specifically your heroes there in the battle. And not just that, okay? There are some other things that included right here that is important also to your account. Remember that when I said it many times that your affinity is also important. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. Affinity is very important. Element affinity right here. The game, you have to participate in the game in all terms, okay? But here, when you reach this level here, you have damage taken, less damage taken, and then improve damage as well. So you have to improve these two here, okay? But just remember, this is important to improve your account. If your account is not well improved on this, it's going to be very hard for you to have a very good performance in fighting that boss every single day. So this is important. It's not enough to say, guys, because you have speed runs, and then everybody is gonna be focusing today to finish the speed runs right here. So you come in here, you see all these battles here. So you have speed runs there, and then draw the speed runs. You're gonna be able to get. So look at this. You're gonna be able to get a very good amount of element affinity. Okay, that's a lot. That go up to 100 to 200,000 element affinity just for if you try your best here, for you have a very good performance in beating the boss in the best time possible. This is how it works, okay? So guys, just try your best here in terms of this part here to get more element affinity. You can get element affinity playing arena, playing here, like playing on this specific battle right here, you know, Feymender as well, you know, everywhere in the game is possible you get element affinity. You know, it depends on your participation, your performance there. All right, so just remember that. That's really important. All right, okay, so that's one of the things. All right, so element affinity, guys, is one of the primordial part here in the game for you succeed in terms of performance, part of dungeons, vortex here and everywhere. Okay, it's really important here, mainly because you see here is coming now this guy here, he's a defensive guy. He's going to be the season hero of this season. So we are going to have the chiefs to fight against. So as this guy here is coming, you need to have that to have an advantage. If you're a competitive player, to have an advantage between other players. Okay, now back there, guys, leave me back there. So this is one of the primordial things when you think about Temporal Vortex. Okay, so what you need to care here when you're gonna be able to build your team to fight against this boss. Okay, I'm going to enter in details here right now for you to understand better. It's not just about timing. Timing doesn't matter. We talk about equipments, okay? That's why Astaion is still here. Astaion is still here, so it's everything about equipments, okay? So I'm gonna show here for you. So you see, this is my composition, and just for you see, guys, Astaion is here. How are you gonna be able Astaion? How are you gonna be building Astaion in the game? For this specific school of element here, is totally like the primary thing is HP. They have to have more HP followed by attack and criticals, okay? This is how you're gonna be building this team here when you're gonna be using Taletia, okay? So using Taletia here, all the teams think about HP followed by attack followed by criticals, okay? Is the best way that this hero here gonna be giving to you a very good performance. In my case right here, just so you guys understand, look at how she's built. Just look at the amount of HP I have there. Look at my attack. It's not bad. Look at my criticals. If more criticals you have, better performance you're going to have. Okay, it's simple, right? But it depends off that as well. Remember, first HP, attack, and then criticals. Okay. Now, when you use this hero here in the battle, okay, when you use Astaion in the battle, we have to understand one point. For you be able to have more damage, this hero here has to have very good amount of HP, okay? Is the way that you're gonna be build Astaion for you have a better performance with Taletia on this composition. And another thing, Taletia is gonna be the target of the boss to place the defense down and 2 attacks there that's possible to kill her. How are you gonna be able to keep Astaion alive in battle? That's one of the main questions here. Equipments, okay? This is one of the equipments that you have. I already talked about these equipments here in one of my previous video, talk about Astaion. So these are equipment extremely necessary here, because look at that. Whenever the weather grants healing or a shield, increase the target's damage reduction by 1% up to 10 times. 10% right here. A part of the affinity is there, okay? A part of the affinity is there. Just remember that, okay? And then after that, you have even the artifact. But this equipment is necessary. But she has to have a very good amount of HP, guys, okay? Is how you're gonna be able to build her, okay? Is how she works, all right? So you can even check here. I already mentioned all about her, but look at that. Is everything fluid in terms of HP? But if you read here a little bit, like look at that, you know. At the start of the battle, the hero has a 100% chance of inflicting silence on the nearest enemy for 10 seconds, okay, and then stealing 30% of their HP, okay? So this is not the case here of their defense, you know, 30% of their HP in defense, right? 50% of the stolen attributes will be transferred to the ally with the highest attack. You see this? 50% of the stolen attributes. She's not gonna be silence the boss. However, she's gonna be doing this part here. HP stolen will not exceed 100% of the hero's max HP. Defense stolen will not exceed 30% of the hero's defense. But these guys helps Taletia to have what? More powerful attack. Do you get me? That's the thing here, okay? Just remember what I'm saying here, because this is important, you know, all right? Another thing here, just for you see, you understand, a part of this force situation here, she heals all allies by plus 2.5% max HP simultaneously every second. Do you get that? This is important, you know, guys. When enemies within range gain buffs and so on, and then okay, but you see the importance of the HP right here. So just remember that, guys. How are you gonna be able to build Astaion in like, you don't need to be this composition here, it can be any other composition. Just for you understand how she works, okay? Just remember that. She has to have very good amount of HP. Just remember that, okay? And then This guy here, this guy is going to be the same thing. But he also needed to have a defense right here, okay? Because this guy is going to avoid Taletia be killed. Alright? So this is the guy that's going to be avoid that. Before, guys, I built Astaion with this gear, but was not good. You know, was not good. Actually, this build here is according to Gregorio. She's the first place there player. I was trying to analyze his composition there, and of course I copied him to build this composition here. Even Mitchell as well, because Mitchell also giving me a support here. But like, just for understand, you have to understand these equipments. Guys, this is extremely important here. If you'd like to have this composition, you need to put priority in terms of Linkos, Astaion, okay? And this guy here, look at that, defense followed by HP followed defense, okay? Of course, because you see this gear, if it's possible you have attack here, good for you as well, because it's gonna be improved. Because this gear here, at the start of the battle, the wearer shares 15% of the attack and the defense as well to the adjacent allies, okay? So he's gonna be helping Taletia there, but it's better you have two heroes with that. I tried with only one, but it didn't work. So I placed even her with the same thing here, okay? She also have the gear there to help Taletia there, okay? To help the team actually. But I put these two. If I remove this gear between them, just leave one, the performance is gonna be bad. So I placed two there, like just so you see what I did here in terms of this gear, okay? And then you have an option between this gear here that improve also attack of your allies that is around, okay? Or you can use this other gear here, that's exactly this one here, okay? That is about the debuff that she's going to be applying there. You can try on, okay? I tried them, but it didn't work better for me. This one worked much better for me, because if you read it, they permanently increase damage dealt by the wearer and allies with the one tile by 1%. And go to 12 stacks, it's gonna be 12% there. That works much better than this other here, okay? This other here. So that's why I decided to go for this one here, okay? And then, what is the other gear that is also important now? After that, to play Feymander, that's the Mander, like you have the new one, the new gear, guys. That is this one here. This one is good because look at that. Allies under shield applied by the wearer have their attack increased by 10%. A part of the other artifact here and so on, but you know, so that gear there can be also important for you. Alright, so that's the gear. I placed it here with more HP as well. I had better performance on that way. And then I check about skill haste, guys. Guys can respect about skill haste there. Like many times the skill haste also is important. Mainly for this hero right here. I have 43. But like there are some guys with 47 and so on. But this is how I built them to work. Alright, and then you have what? You have the timing. The timing, guys, is the same of everybody. It's not much different here. So what is the difference here? Some people place this cat in 16. Some guys place this hero here 17. And then this hero here 35.8, 35.7999. It depends. Some people change the... like it's gonna be very close there. In terms of the time of this hero here. For me, this time is working better. But you can try to manage properly the timing here between this hero here. Okay, about 10 here. Alright? Mainly this hero here as well. Between 16.5, 17. You check it there. You have to check in your composition how that's gonna work for you better. Okay? And then equip artifacts. Artifacts, you see the artifacts? That's the artifact that's working here, and then the gears, as you guys can see, you know, how it works. But guys, I had to talk about this again in terms of this boss, because I thought that Astaion couldn't be able to be used here. I was thinking, oh, probably I have to use Rose, because Rose plays attack down, you know, but she's working. She's working, as I said, because of the gear that's saving this hero here to be alive in battle. One of the big tricks about this team here is about Taletia, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Look what the Gregorio did here. It's insane, but that is working for him, okay? If you check about her hero here, he plays 1 here that helps in damage reduction, but he has this one here. He had the lucky, he's the luckiest player on this game, because he got it. Look how perfect is this weapon here, because this helps her to keep alive there and give him very good performance in the battle in terms of damage. But he has the criticals here. I don't have that. So that means that he gained over everybody at least 2 turns or even more alive, compared with us, like me. So he gained that in advantage. That's why he is leading here. He does more damage because of this, because the boss cannot kill her, right? So that's what he did here. That's very strategic, you know, but like he had very good luck for that. But like, if you check all his composition, is exactly what I'm saying here to you, okay? Is the same thing. The difference is about Astaion, is about Taletia, because of that gear that he placed on her, okay? That's a huge difference, okay? So the difference is that one. Alright, anyway guys, I hope this video is gonna be interesting for you. It's a very good guide here for you understanding how this team can work for you in the best way, right? Anyway, I hope you like this video. It's another guide video right here. Just like the video, if you like the video, subscribe here to my channel, and also support me here on my channel as well. Leave your comments right there, and see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.